Even the box it's shipped in is mini. Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. It's time to take a look at Apple's new Mac Mini, completely redesigned. It's much smaller. The power button's even on the bottom. I'm curious to see what that's like. On top of that, this actually supports Thunderbolt 5 as well. And I have a Thunderbolt 5 dock to actually test that with, and a lot more coming very soon. So be sure to subscribe so you're notified when those videos go live. But anyways, let's take a quick look what comes in the box of the Mac Mini, get some hands-on with this brand new mini computer from Apple. Mac Mini. Let's get started. This is actually Apple's first carbon neutral Mac that they've made. Opening the box, there it is right away. Tiny, actually 5 inches by 5 inches. It's a little bit taller than previous Mac Minis. Setting it to the side for just a second, build some suspense. Let's see what else we get. Designed by Apple in California. Inside there, just our standard getting started guide. No stickers in there. And finally, in the box, just a braided cable. Feels and looks really premium overall. It's actually super impressive how they fit the power supply in the Mac Mini. You'll notice this is just a cable that connects to the back of your Mac Mini. So the power supply is actually inside the Mac Mini. Kind of crazy. And on to what you're probably actually here to see, our M4 Mac Mini. Let's peel off this paper. Just some safety information at the bottom. And there it is, it says Mac Mini, and there's that power button. I'm actually curious if you could kind of sneak your finger when it's on the desk. We'll test that out in just a second, but let's take a closer look at this hardware. Close look at the front. You've got 2 USB Type-C ports, a status light, and a headphone jack. Nice to have those front facing. On the side, absolutely nothing, but make note, it does sit raised up to leave some space for airflow. And on the back are most of your ports. Obviously, power cable and an Ethernet slot. You can upgrade to 10 gigs. I only have the 1 gig Ethernet because that's what my internet speeds are. An HDMI port and 3 Thunderbolt 5 USB Type-C slots. Again, absolutely nothing on the other side, and flipping it over up towards the top, just an Apple logo. As I mentioned, down at the bottom is where your ventilation is going to be. There is a little bit of grip as well where it's going to sit, so hopefully it doesn't slide around. I don't expect it to. It says Mac Mini. It is sort of etched in there, and there is that power button at the bottom. Again, I really have my desktop in sleep state most of the time anyway, so I don't know how big of an issue that is. It's just interesting they didn't decide to just sort of maybe throw it in the corner like previous Mac Minis. Anyways, that's everything that comes in the box. Let's get this plugged into the wall, plugged into a monitor, get some peripherals going, and do some testing. Let's get our Mac Mini connected to our monitor and peripherals. I do have an upcoming desk setup that is built around our Mac Mini, so that's coming very soon. Not this desk, this is my gaming desk, but in the meantime, I have this really nice Asus OLED monitor that uses our USB Type-C port, so let's get it connected. Plugged into our monitor, let's get it plugged into the actual wall. See if it turns on right away. I actually expected it to, but it didn't, so let's press that iconic button on the bottom of our Mac Mini. Get things turned on. Ooh, I heard it. I heard the startup animation. Maybe our monitor turned off. And there it is, our Mac Mini's ready to be set up. I promise this will change come my desk setup, but for the meantime, we're gonna use some Apple products. We just got connected to the Wi-Fi. I also have a gigabit Ethernet port to connect to. We'll run a speed test later on. Of course, Apple Intelligence beta built in, writing and summarization, the start of a new Siri built for privacy as well. Interesting to set up Touch ID on my Magic Keyboard. I have to double press the power button, so my first attempt at pressing this power button is you have to sort of lift it up to actually press it. So no, you can't just slide your finger. Even your pinky isn't gonna slide underneath enough to get it set up. And yes, the one thing I like about the Magic Keyboard is that it does have a fingerprint scanner on it. Other third-party keyboards just don't, and it just doesn't quite work. Let's get started. Welcome to Mac. Time to download some applications. First thing I noticed right away is 1080p was set to default out of the box. This is actually a 4K monitor, so I'm definitely going to want to take advantage of that. I can tell it's already supporting the 240 hertz refresh rate, change the resolution. All right, so Final Cut Pro is installed, so is Cinebench. I'm going to run a quick benchmark on the single core and multi-core. Now, I don't put too much stock in benchmarks in general. However, Just going to run it and see how it does. Multi-core test is done, 22,321. Just look at what it's comparing itself to. Actually crazy scores, the power versus efficiency. Oh my gosh, and it's not even hot. All right, quick single core test. Finally, single core test is done, 2134, and just a quick feel. Okay, maybe just a tiny bit warm, but honestly, nothing crazy. You owe me a subscription for running another benchmark. Here it is, 3631 single core, 22,230 on the multi-core. Now, let's drop these files and edit this video. Okay, I lied. Let's run a benchmark I actually care about, the speed test. Now, I do have a gigabit per second internet. Wow, wait, these Wi-Fi 7 speeds are insane, actually. I don't think I've gotten them in this room before, considering the distance I am from my router. 873 is insane. Over 700 upload speed is also insane. So, seems like the Wi-Fi antenna is, oh my God, over 800 is really good. Now let's plug it into my Ethernet cable. Wi-Fi is off in the upper right-hand corner. However, my Ethernet cable is plugged in. This is routed, you know, I think it's a 100-foot Ethernet cable, and they're 932. Not ideal, but again, it depends on the cable, depends on the speeds, 848, 850. So you'll see Ethernet might be a little bit more stable, but I'm actually really pleased with those Wi-Fi speeds. Okay, so check this out, size difference between the Mac Mini and that Thunderbolt 5 dock that I'm talking about. I'm in the process of transferring my files from the Kingston SD card. However, check it out, it's got a ton of extra ports, SD, micro SD, not only the front ones, but the back ones as well, including Ethernet, multiple lightning ports as well. So, you know, it does add a ton of ports, but just very interesting, the size difference between the two. Just using an SD card adapter, let's transfer these files and see how long it takes. 11.4 gigs to transfer on over, less than a minute. All right, that was super quick. And again, you're at the mercy of the specific adapter you use, plus the SD card that you use. Here's the specific specs that I'm using on this Kingston SD. It's also insane. It has this size and a built-in speaker still. No, it's not gonna sound the best, but I actually expected it to. It's still there. Let's press that iconic. It's actually just, you know, it's not like terrible, but it gets fairly loud. Loud enough to, in case you're in a jam, you don't have external speakers, you can take advantage of it. After editing this video in Final Cut, everything has been really smooth, scrubbing, playback, no issues as expected. And this video is about 7 minutes, 22 seconds. I will add this part on afterwards, a conclusion, all that good stuff. But in the meantime, let's export this file. This says 32 gigs, that is not correct. I need to make sure this exports in the right settings. Okay, that's better, 3.82 gigs estimated. Now let's see how long this takes. Let's go to background tasks and test this out. And there it goes. So to be completely honest, the speeds weren't as fast as I was expecting compiling that video, actually. I've been using my M2 MacBook Air here, and maybe it was a little bit faster, but it seemed pretty similar in terms of speeds to transcode that full video. Anyways, that is it from me on the brand new M4 Mac Mini. I guess M4 Pro in this case. More to come. A full desk setup is coming surrounding this with peripherals, Thunderbolt 5 connection. We'll talk about this dock. We'll actually get everything connected, test it out, and a lot more. So be sure to click that subscribe button so you're notified when it goes live. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching.